like Northern Virginia, like Westchester in New York, like the suburbs around San Francisco, they spend a ton of money per pupil, and they do a pretty good job, and those schools are some of the best in the country. Whereas if you look at economically downtrodden places in Kentucky or Ohio or in the inner city in Detroit, they don't have as much money, and it's harder to recruit teachers. And so unless you fix this important element, or get more federal funding, and kind of spread the wealth around in terms of having a more equal funding structure, you're never going to really address these major inequalities in our country.
No, I fundamentally have to push back and disagree with that. We see academic outcomes in major urban epicenters that get plenty of funding, and the outcomes are still poor.
Right.
If you have in Baltimore $26,000 to $28,000 being spent per child, I'm a homeschool mom. It has never cost me $26,000 a year to educate one student. The issue is that our educational, our centers of academic learning are being used as indoctrination training camps, and a lot of this money that's being pumped into the school system does not go to actually educating students. Teachers do not have the freedom to educate and focus on academics. And when children are going to school and they're being taught that whiteness is bad and that black people are oppressed, and they're not spending any measurable time on things that are going to promote human flourishing and allow them to compete on the world stage, the outcomes are going to be poor. This is not a money problem. I have 4 children, and I spend less than $10,000 a year of my own money to educate them. This is a bureaucracy issue, and it's not a money problem.
Amen, April.
Yeah, great pushback, especially here in New York, where the reading proficiency is so low, and just even more generally, right now, according to NAEP report, reading proficiency for grade 8, 30%, and over 70% of people, according to a Gallup poll, are dissatisfied with the current education system. So that says a lot.
And one more point on this. Going back to, I believe it was 2007, 2008, I helped found a charter school in Red Hook, Brooklyn, and many of the students that came in, they were 3-4 years behind in terms of math, reading, and science, so like basic stuff.
Right.
And it took like 3 years to get them up to speed, and then they started to excel even beyond the grade level. And guess what? It costs, to your point, April, less money to educate and catch them up in a charter